Hi, I'm Ray Snyder from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, which is actually a bedroom community of Charleston, South Carolina. I've been married to Kathy for about 40 years now, and those have been 30 of the best years of our lives. We probably have a lot in common already. I graduated from college and got a job with the Air Force for a while, and then with a textile mill as a manager and a trainer at the South Carolina Ports Authority, and then as a financial representative, and then my ship came in, and I went to the airport. And I spent the next 20 years with a guy named Ken Blanchard, who wrote a book called The 1 Minute Manager, and I went around the world teaching leadership to 100,000 people in about 10 nations, and I traveled a lot. It was during this 2 decades that I was teaching these people all over the world that I decided that life was leading me in a different direction. I became a professor at Trident Technical College. And that's one of the things that really focused me in on mentoring. But you see, I talked myself into believing that all of that work I was doing, all of the places I was going, all the volunteering I was doing at church, I convinced myself that I was doing that for my family, and I really wasn't. Unfortunately, most of those early years with my family, I don't remember. During that season, I also had a secret life. I had a secret life where I smoked cigarettes for 35 years without many people knowing about it. I drank too much wine when I was on road trips. I was chasing after all kinds of get-rich schemes. I wanted to be a millionaire. I invested in real estate and flipping properties. And I was always chasing after more toys and bigger things and better cars and more salary and bigger houses. And none of that could satisfy me. So about 10 years ago, when I turned 50, I decided that it was time for me to start mentoring. So I did what most guys my age would do, and that is I would have these young men from my church or business or community, and I would mentor them, which means I'd take them out to lunch and I'd talk to them about the big 5, and that is sex and money and wives and kids and in-laws. I'd listen to their problems, I'd give them wise counsel, pay for their lunch, and then repeat again next month to pretty much talk about the same thing. You know, that is not mentoring. That is friendship. I was just mistaken. And then I read this incredible book called Mentor Like Jesus. You know what? Jesus has a great plan for mentoring. And that's what caused me in 2013 to start my first group of young men in a radical mentoring group. It has changed our lives. If you do indeed join a radical mentoring group, I hope you have an opportunity to learn how to make different mistakes than I made. My personal mission in life is to be a mentor, teacher, and model of simple truth, helping people strengthen relationships with God, families, and organizations. If you'd like to join a radical mentoring group, that's what I would be looking for in you. I'd be looking for a man that wants to strengthen his relationship with God, a man that wants to strengthen his relationship with his family, and a man that wants to strengthen his personal and professional relationships everywhere. If that's what you want to do, let's collaborate.